This video explores various accidental discoveries throughout history that have had significant impacts. From mysterious underground caves to culinary inventions, these chance occurrences have shaped our world in unexpected ways. In 1935, a farmer named James Newlove and his son Joshua discovered an underground cave while digging a pond for ducks on their property in Kent, England. The cave, known as the Shell Grotto, is adorned with millions of shells arranged in intricate patterns and shapes of animals. The origin of the grotto remains unknown, with speculations ranging from an unknown ancient civilization to an eccentric Victorian aristocrat's creation. In 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson accidentally invented the popsicle when he left a sugary drink with a wooden stick outside on a cold night. Upon discovering the frozen treat the next morning, he began making it regularly and eventually patented it as ice cream. In 2020, archaeologists discovered cave paintings in the Amazon rainforest that rival the beauty of Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. These paintings depict animals and people from 12,500 years ago and are considered one of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries of the 21st century. Potato chips were accidentally invented by chef George Crumb in 1853 at Moon Lake Lodge restaurant. When a customer complained about thick and soft French fries, Crumb sliced them thin and fried them until crispy. This led to the creation of potato chips enjoyed by millions worldwide. Wilson Greatbatch made an accidental discovery while working on a device to record heart rhythms. By installing a resistor of the wrong size, the device started producing intermittent electrical impulses similar to a human heart. This marked the beginning of the pacemaker, which has since saved countless lives. Accidental discoveries have shaped our world in unexpected ways. From artistic marvels to culinary delights and life-saving inventions, these chance occurrences remind us of the power of serendipity in human progress. The discovery of penicillin. This section discusses the accidental discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming in 1928. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin completely by accident in 1928 while conducting experiments with the flu virus. After returning from a 2-week vacation, he found that a fluffy white mold had infected the Staphylococcus bacteria on one of his petri dishes. Fleming realized that the mold had suppressed the growth and spread of Staphylococcus, leading to the discovery of penicillin. It took years of additional research to refine the drug, but after that, penicillin began to be used to treat many diseases. The discovery of penicillin became a catalyst for a new approach to medicine. Ghostly inscription on an antique tablet. This section explores the discovery of a mysterious Babylonian tablet with a ghostly inscription. A stone tablet stored in the British Museum was discovered to have a strange inscription depicting a bearded ghost being led into the underworld by a woman. The tablet also contained instructions for exorcising unwanted spirits. Experts believe that this tablet was created after a family sought help from an exorcist to rid them of their deceased relative's ghost. Although eerie, it is fascinating to imagine how tormented they were by their relative's spirit that they forced him to fully cross over. The ancient underground city, Derinkuyu. This section uncovers the massive underground city of Derinkuyu in Turkey and its mysterious origins. In 1963, a local resident in Turkey accidentally discovered an underground tunnel while renovating his home. This led to the discovery of the massive underground city of Derinkuyu, which could accommodate approximately 20,000 people. The origins of this complex and why it was abandoned remain unknown. Some speculate that construction began 20 centuries before Christ, while others believe it is only 27 centuries old. The chambers were built with the intention of protecting everyone inside and had various purposes such as storing food, serving as a monastery, church, wine room, and housing domestic animals. In September 1940, young boys playing with their dog accidentally discovered the Lascaux cave when their pet fell into a foxhole on its slope. The walls of the underground chamber were adorned with prehistoric depictions of animals such as deer, bison, and cats. The boys explored further the next day and informed their teacher about the cave's existence. Local researchers later opened it for visitation but faced challenges in preserving the ancient artworks due to damage caused by visitors. In 1979, Lascaux Cave was included in UNESCO's World Heritage List to protect and preserve its historical significance. During a severe drought in Shaanxi Province, China in the 1970s, locals dug wells to find water but instead unearthed an entire army made of clay figures. These clay figures were part of the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. Archaeologists have discovered several underground vaults, treasures, and thousands of warriors and servants made of clay in the tomb. The terracotta army is a remarkable historical find associated with the first emperor of China. Impressive treasures in the tomb of the emperor. This section discusses the treasures stored in the tomb of an emperor, which is filled with mercury. The opening of the tomb has been postponed to preserve its historical significance and prevent damage. The tomb of the emperor contains impressive treasures. Local researchers have refused to open it. The imperial chamber is about the size of a football field. Experts have found it to be filled with mercury, making it dangerous for archaeologists to enter. The true reason for postponing the opening is to avoid destruction or damage. Historical records mention that the tomb is filled with models of palaces, pavilions, and precious treasures. Preservation of the historical tomb takes precedence over satisfying curiosity. This section explores the mystery surrounding the famous sculpture Venus de Milo. Its origin and purpose are still debated among experts. Venus de Milo is a 202 centimeters tall statue believed to represent Venus, goddess of love. It may also depict Amphitrite, queen of the seas. Discovered by a farmer on Milos Island in 1820. The sculpture was found broken into pieces, however, most parts were recovered except for its arms. Despite being incomplete, it remains a remarkable creation admired for its beauty. Currently housed in the Louvre Museum for public viewing. This section highlights the importance of the Rosetta Stone as a key artifact that helped decipher ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. The Rosetta Stone is a slab of basalt. It weighs about a ton and contains an inscription with a decree about King Ptolemy V. Discovered accidentally by specialists. The stone's significance lies in its inscription being written in 3 scripts: ancient Greek, ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, and demonic script. Egyptology was hindered by the lack of knowledge about hieroglyphs. Experts used the Rosetta Stone as a reference to decipher several hieroglyphic symbols using ancient Greek. This section introduces the Dolmen of Guadalperol, a megalithic complex in Spain similar to Stonehenge. Its purpose and history are discussed. The Dolmen of Guadalperol is a megalithic monument built around 5,000 years ago, resembles Stonehenge in England and serves as a temple, cemetery, and possible economic center for trade. Locals were aware of the dolmen's existence since they settled in the area. Researchers began studying it in 1925 but were interrupted by the construction of a dam and reservoir ordered by dictator Francisco Franco. Currently submerged underwater but visible during dry seasons. This section tells the story of Ruth Wakefield accidentally discovering the recipe for chocolate chip cookies, which became incredibly popular. In 1935, Ruth Wakefield was making cookies when she added broken chocolate pieces to the dough. Expecting the chocolate to melt, she was surprised to find cookies with sweet chocolate chunks after baking. The combination worked and the cookies gained immense popularity,